Hello everyone and welcome to another Warhammer Underworlds little opinion piece, and it is all about PTSD, or as I call it, post-tournament stress syndrome. Now, why did I go to making this little video? Well, a few weeks ago I was playing casual game night, and one of our regulars told me he was, well, really sick for a few days after realizing he made a play mistake which would have otherwise won him the match. Now, that's got me thinking, and I know I had it recently with the Benelux clash where I forgot one move in my weary thread, meaning I didn't score alone in the dark, meaning I lost the match 13-11 in the end. It was a turn 2 and I still had turn 3 to play with supremacy in hand, so I could have focused on that instead then. But it caused me to lose 13-11 against Kevin, who won the tournament in the end. So yeah, I really cursed for that. I basically threw my next match because I was like, oh, screw this, I don't care about this game anymore. But then I well, gathered myself back together, won my final matches, and still ended up a decent 5th place in the end. But yeah, that's the kind of things that happen when you're like in a, well, regular tournament player. After all, I've been playing tournaments. I think my first tournament was in 2001 or 2000. So yeah, we're talking about over 25 years of competitive play with varying successes. In the early years of Warhammer Fantasy 8 and 6th edition, 6, 7, 8, I was regular top 10 but never won. Then I, due also to other hobbies, played very casually only. With Underworlds, well, it's a game that's really leaning into my style. Having won now 5 tournaments, I believe, of the last 10 that I played. So yeah, I still get angry when I make a play mistake, but I can understand when you're more of the casual kind of player like he is, that well, it hacks in way harder than it has to, because you want to win that occasional game, very cool, and then you screw it up that way, and well, it's a bit of a thing. And I understand also when they play tournaments at times, they come with a list that works in a casual, and then when they're at a tournament they only go like 6th place or something, and that works a bit on your motivation, resulting in above mentioned PTSD. Now, my advice on that part is, don't let it get to you. First of all, you have to make the choice. Either you realize you're a casual player. For example, like I'm with Blood Bowl, and you can see how I struggle to get even to the playoffs, or with, well, most bigger games, because family and everything, and the extra care we have to do with Taurin means I can't invest myself anymore like I used to 25 years ago to learn every game system, follow every meta. Nope, I chose to specialize in the Underworld system, because you can paint up a warband really fast. And even then I'm not really chasing the meta, to say not at all. But I take the time to study card combinations, build my decks, like I used to do with Magic the Gathering as well. So out of the box, but still try to get a competitive edge without going with the meta. And yeah, well, it's something you have to invest in. And as a casual player, I can understand you play for fun, you play for drinks, you play for a chat, but then you have to, well, put yourself above feeling bad for ruining something like that or losing a game through to that. You can curse, you can have a drink, but see it as a beer and pretzel game, and don't lie awake for it a whole week, because that's something that you do at a $1,000 Euro tournament or whatever, or something that costs you your very first victory in class chart. Then I can understand, but for your regular games, please don't do it. It's not worth it. It's only games. We're in it to all people for different reasons, for painting, for playing, for hanging out, whatever. I admit I'm usually the guy, that's why I don't play Warhol or a Tabletop Simulator, just to be in social groups, which usually goes to laugh-mouthed humor, which would make Sanish proud, but you get the idea. With the occasional tournaments, well, occasional, I've got 6 in I've still just finished one. No, still got to do one. I got about 6 to go this year, and we're only 3 months and a half to go, so whoops. But yeah, to that end, don't let your inner self be boiled by well, a play mistake. They happen. As I said at the beginning, I play for 25 years and I still make the occasional play mistakes, and in some games more than the occasional as well. So just relax, sit back, take it to your next game. And that's the thing that I find with casual players, a bit of a difference. They also tend to try out every warband, every time a new deck, every evening. So you don't get that routine in your warband and your deck combination, meaning that you make a play mistake, you remember it, you don't do it the next time, because next time you're playing something completely different. Which is okay, which is cool, which is why casual games exist. But if you want to play on a competitive level, a bit like I did with Elephane, I nearly played him for, I think it was 30 games straight or something. And after 10 games, you know your warband in and out, you know your deck in and out. After 15 games, you know every combination was gonna come. You're just not gonna make those play mistakes again. I did it with Elephane, I did it with Kareni. When I got a warband which really appeals to me, I tend to invest. It's gonna happen with the Blood of the Bull as well. You play your casual games to try out deck combinations. You play your casual games to try out new deck combinations, and then you suddenly hit a moment that you think, this is what I want to play, this is a style that I like, and you go for it, and you keep playing with that deck, and you smooth it out, and you get on your routine, in your fingers. You, in a manner of speaking, you already know what your next draw is going to be, even before you you drew your card. So you just know what still has to come. And with casual playing and changing your deck over and over, and your warband over and over, it tends to happen. You think, oh, that card's still gonna come, and then it turns out it was from a deck that you built like 3 weeks ago, and it still lingered in your head, and then you get those kind of situations. So don't let it get to your hand. It's only some casual gaming, or it's only competitive gaming, but in the end it is only a game. There is no government in the world that's gonna fall because you lose or win. There is no cure that's gonna be healed or, well, started because you lose or win, well, except perhaps when you play a game of let's open the door, yes or no, with a toy cast somewhere in a laboratory in Wuhan, but that's something completely different. But yeah, I would say take it as an advice. Don't let it discourage you from playing tournaments, because it's a great chance to meet new people, new play styles, new ideas for things that you want, and maybe one day you find that thing that you want to do. And well, tournaments are just great. Just like casual game evenings are just great, and you just have to put yourself over it. So hope this was a bit of advice, and see you next time. Bye bye.